Hello, good morning, third graders. So for today's reading lesson, you will need something to write with. You will need the book About Earth, which is in your the Savas Pearson Realize Reader app, and it should be About Earth. It's not. You should just be able to find it and look it up. And then you'll need something to write with right there too. So kind of a new lesson. You might have done this before, but one of the things that we're going to look about when we read informational text, nonfiction, about something, when we read to learn something new or to reaffirm some things that we already knew, one of the ways that some of these texts are set up is they use different text features, and those are um, a lot of different things, but they're the way the text is that shows us whether it's something new, something important, but it's just a way of presenting the text in a different way. In some cases, it's not even a text, it's a picture or a diagram or a graph. And so we're going to look for some of those things today. So today's goal, by the end of today, you should be able to read part of this book and be able to notice some different text features and what information that gives us. And so I'll demonstrate, and then you'll have a chance to do this on your own too. So um, I'm just going to jump over here a little bit. But so about Earth, that in itself, about Earth, the title of that, the way that it's kind of presented, could be considered a text feature. If I look, I got my little cheat sheet here of what our text features, and it says title. This identifies the purpose, is it identifies the topic and tells you what it's going to be. So this is actually the title page. So I'm picking this up and I know that it's not going to be about cheetahs or soccer. It's going to be about Earth. If I don't want a book about Earth, then I'm probably not going to pick this book up. So that text feature tells me what it's about. There are some books that we pick up and we really don't know what they're about until we start reading them. But usually nonfiction, they tell you right away what it's going to be about. There's no mystery there, I guess, in a sense. All right. There's another text feature here, the table of contents. The table of contents is going to tell the names of the chapters of what page and the chapters can be found on. So I can look here and I can see that what I'm going to read about through the course of the next couple days, I'm going to learn about water and the sky and thunder and lightning and wind, um, earthquakes and volcanoes, and it tells me what page I can find those on. Earth. I'm just going to read and then I'll jump back to some text features that I see on this page. Maybe you can notice some as I'm reading. Earth. Hi, I'm Zudu, your tour guide on Earth. We're about to enter Earth's solar system. Are you ready for a quick spin around Earth? Just don't let the humans see you. I'm here to answer all your questions about Earth. Ask away. Earth is the third planet from the sun. Earth is the only planet that humans know about that has liquid water on it. Earth's solar system includes the sun and everything that travels around it. And then you got Sun, Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Now there is a lot going on, and really, if you look, there's only one, two, three, four, five sentences between these two pages, but there's still a lot more information going on right there. And so some of these other things that you see here are text features that help you understand what it's going to be about. Now, one of the things that I love right away is this would be called a subheading. It's not the main title of the book, but this would be a heading, like, or a subheading, and it matches with the table of contents. So you're always going to see these right there. So we know that this page is going to be all about Earth. Okay, what about these words? They look a little bit thicker or bolder, solar system and liquid. And so when you see those, I got my little cheat sheet here, bold print that shows what words are important or what words can be found in the glossary. And so some of these words are actually going to have a definition in the back of my book, or your book too, I guess. Yep, so glossary. So you're going to see those words, solar system, and then I think liquid, a kind of fluid such as water. All right, what do we call this right here? Yeah, that's gonna be like a picture, or if it's not an actual photo, like of you and me or something in Earth, sometimes they call it an illustration or a diagram. And so this one shows you information. It's a drawing, um, and I love these too. So when you see a diagram and then you see words that point to certain parts in that, we call those labels. And so let me just show you on my, again, so you had kind of like an illustration, shows you what something looks like. It's drawn by an artist. Photograph would be like taken with a camera, so that's not really taken with a camera. But then you got these labels. They tell you the names of certain places on the photograph or illustration. And so that would be a great example. Now, these three pages that I say are my cheat sheet, you have access to them too. I loaded it in the Google Classroom. So after you watch this video, feel free to look at that. And those are going to be some things that you notice right there. So when it says Earth is the third planet from the sun, you see that 1, 2, 3, Earth is the third planet from the sun. So I love how this affirms what we read right here. So not only does it tell us some new information, or maybe we already knew that, but it shows us with a diagram right there.